Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of LT Showcase. We are closing out July with Celeste, the indie game from 2018 that shocked the world. Is it as good as everyone says? Well, let's check it out.
There's a lot of games out there, some of which you've never even heard of. That's where I come in. I'm Lucious T. I've been playing games since the age of 2. And I have no life.
This is Retroactive.
In Celeste, you have both sides of the indie game spectrum. On one hand, you have an amazingly tight, unforgiving Super Meat Boy-like platformer. And on the other hand, you have a heavy-handed, look how deep we are storyline. I think you can guess which part I enjoyed. Now, Celeste is a simple game about climbing a mountain. The world has a terrific 8-bit aesthetic and mumble voice akin to Banjo-Kazooie. The main differentiation this game has from Meat Boy is you can hold and climb up or down. Careful though, your stamina will run out. The other big difference is you have a mid-air teleport dash that is critical to level traversal. Using it turns Celeste's hair from red to blue. Wait, her name is Madeline, not Celeste? The mountain is called Celeste Mountain? It's a mountain where you conquer your inner ghosts? Oh, I see what you did there, game. Now, once the dash is used, you can only replenish your dash by landing on the ground. Luckily, there are other things like springs and crystals that will refresh it too. Now, this is the foundation of the incredible level design. Now, Celeste has a style of gameplay that I'm a big fan of. The Messenger and Ori and the Blind Forest have similar design, levels that force you to platform without ever touching the ground, but afford you the freedom to have multiple ways of accomplishing the same task. I will say the bonus and DLC levels take this mechanic too far in my opinion. This is always the case with these games. Eventually you get to Mario Maker levels of bullshit in some of these stages, but the main portion of the game is very fair. There are 7 stages, and each one adds a new element that you need to learn. Platforms you can move mid-air, red bubbles, ghosts that move up and down walls. Now, not all the stages are mountain settings either, to which I was pleasantly surprised. You go through an old city, ruins, a hotel, just to name a few. Really, only the last section truly felt like climbing a mountain. Now, death happens frequently, and the respawn time is godly, allowing you to immediately pick up right where you left off and fail again. Hidden in each stage is a cassette tape that will unlock a B-side of the level. This is just an incredibly difficult but shorter version of the same level that has a red heart hidden within it. These are all optional and not needed to finish the game. Now, the normal stages also have strawberries that are just there for funsies, so if you don't want to get them, you don't have to get them. Now, once you collect a strawberry, you just have to touch foot on safe ground to collect it. They are similar to the green coins in the Messenger, but I think all they affect is how good the strawberry pie is at the end of the game, and pride, of course. Now, collecting them usually leads to some pretty rewarding gameplay though. Also hidden in each stage is a blue heart. These are well hidden. I only came across 2 in my normal playthrough. They can also be pretty damn obtuse. I'm looking at you, Stage 1 Blue Heart. Now, these hearts are required to unlock the bonus level Stage 8, and then the rest of the DLC Stage 9. Now, I went back and got a few to see both stages, but Stage 9 is chock full of Rube Goldberg bullshit, so I gave up once I got to the false finish. There's also C-sides to each stage as well, but I didn't bother going after any of those. Now, stages are exceptionally crafted, teaching you techniques and concepts organically along the way. Now, where the game loses me is the story. Now, I get the symbolism and all, but can you guys cool it? Yeah, Madeline is complicated like a Rubik's Cube. Oh wow, the non-offensive beta who just wants to hold your bag while he tells you how stunning and brave you are is every girl's fantasy man. Now, I will commend them for eschewing the typical damsel in distress trope by having you rescue him, but I couldn't stop from rolling my eyes at times. Not trying to get too far off the rails here, so I'll say it again. The gameplay makes this game well worth a pickup. Time for some Lucious metrics. Sense of satisfaction. Immense. Like my boyfriend always says, the harder it is, the more satisfying. Okay, I'll stop. But seriously, this game is great. Beating a tough section is always memorable, and the normal playthrough is pretty manageable, so don't be discouraged by all the talk of it being super hard. That stuff is reserved for the B and C side stuff, as well as the extra levels, all of which is optional. Replay value, high. With all the secrets and extras there is a lot to do here if you enjoy beating your head against a wall. Music, disappointing. I heard the music in this game was great, and other than the first track when I approached the mountain, nothing really struck a chord. I was genuinely bummed. Celeste is everything you would expect from an indie developer in 2018. Great gameplay and a very serious and deep story. Hey, it may not be my cup of tea, but the gameplay damn well is. I give this my Lucious T recommendation of beat it. And there you have it, that's it for this week, guys. What did you think of this month? It's been a little bit of an eclectic everything. I think you've noticed that some of the videos I'm doing more scripted, some I'm doing unscripted with more gameplay in the background. Let me know if you prefer one or the other. I generally am trying to do more of the retro stuff scripted, but for Celeste, I just felt like I had to write some of this stuff down. So let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know if you've played more of the B, C side, if it's worth putting more of my time to it, which, yeah, it's fun. It just, like I mentioned, when it gets to overly complicated with the having to time everything so pinpoint accurately, I start to lose interest. The gameplay's fun. It's not as fun as The Messenger. But anyways, check it out. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any more themes that I should do for the upcoming months. I haven't really decided on what I'm doing for August or anything. It might just be another month like this. But yeah, as always, it's been so nice getting a hold of you guys. Take care.